and welcome to the Facebook Ads 5-minute show with me, Sophie Nicole Casey, and my trusty sidekick, Bua. Bua, say sawadee krap, because eating a flower. So we're actually currently in Udon Thani at the moment, which is southeast Thailand. We've been here for nearly a week, staying with some family friends. So I know I've not done the show for a while, but we've actually been on a road trip traveling Thailand, just the three of us, which has been fun. But yeah, I need to get back into things. So this is episode 4, and we're talking about the second C of the 3 C's. The second C being creatives, the first is customer, and the third is copy. And this is part 2 of creatives. So in this video, I am talking about video. And yeah, in this video, I'm talking about video. So all I'm going to do, same as last time, give you the most sort of video tips I can in this 5-minute episode, starting from now. So enjoy. So first of all, when you create video ads, they need to be, ideally, I'm going to try and keep Bua in this, ideally they need to be 15 seconds or less. So think about when you're watching TV and you've got, like, you know, BBC 4 or Channel 4, whatever it is, UK TV, not sure, and you've got the commercials in between programs. Each of those commercials is usually no longer than 15 seconds, and that's because people have a short attention span, as you know. So you need to, ideally, if possible, make your video 15 seconds or less, because that's just the right amount to keep your audience engaged. So within those 15 seconds, what you need to do is you need to make sure the first 3 seconds have the most important message that you want to give. So the most exciting bit, the most shocking bit, not controversially shocking, that's not allowed, but like just the most important bit to grab their attention. So don't start a video with, "Hi, my name's someone, I'm from this is my qualification," because people will have scrolled on by the time you finish saying your name. That's a fact. You need to start with something that's going to make them carry on listening. So that's the 3 seconds. You can do videos longer than 15 seconds if you want to. Just like I said, make sure you've got the important bit at the beginning, make sure you've got your branding at the beginning, make sure they know it's you, and make sure you capture their attention. So the next is, when you shoot your video, do it in vertical, because when you run a video ad in vertical, it takes up, when they scroll the feed and they see it, it will take up like the whole screen basically. If you do it in horizontal, they'll still see things below and above it, which could easily distract them and stop them from looking at your ad basically. Oh, hey Marky, how are you? So yeah, if you can't do it in vertical, then do it in square, because square still takes up more space. Just avoid horizontal if you can. Horizontal is great for like YouTube or things that you know are going to be done on a laptop, or if your audience are, you know, sort of on desktop audience. But the majority of people these days are actually on mobile, not laptop. So the next thing is, when you create your video, a bit like in the last episode I said about photos, have one focal point. It's the same with video. So don't record a video and have like loads of stuff going on in the background, because it's just going to distract the user, you know. So if I'm here talking and then I've got like some kids behind me in the pool doing like somersaults and stuff, then you're going to be looking at them, you're not going to be looking at me and taking in my message. So just always make sure you've got like one point for people to focus on, like just one thing. Yeah, you can actually have something moving in the background to draw their attention, but it's better if it's something like the sea. Like if you have the sea behind you that's moving, that like attracts people's attention. So movement helps, because the more movement makes people look, but just make sure you've not got something like a second storyline going on in the background basically. I need to stop walking away from my notes. So the next one is design for no sound. So design your video as if, and just assume no one's going to listen to it. It's like, great that there's a dog barking behind me while I'm doing this. So when you do your video, make sure you've got subtitles, because the majority of people will listen on silent and they'll scroll. They might not have their headphones, they might be in a public place. So make sure they can just read the message. If it's not got subtitles, just make sure you've got captions in there. So maybe like something sort of commentating what's going on, so people can just look at it and know what's going on. Or you could use graphics in there, like cartoony sort of like arrows to point to things, and so on, just to sort of make it clear, so that if they're watching it, if they're deaf, if they've not got headphones, if they just can't listen, then they still get the story, they still know what is the point in your video basically. The next one is, this one gets forgotten a lot. You should, when you do a video ad, you should actually be designing a thumbnail. So a thumbnail just means the image that shows when the video is not playing. So if you're scrolling on certain feeds or certain devices, then the video won't automatically play, and you'll just see a screen and you have to press play. But a lot of people create ads and they don't design that screen. So it could be just like a really awkward moment in the video, like the sort of auto-generated ones of me. I've always got like a double chin, I've got like one eye closed, they look awful. You can choose ones by Facebook, but really what you should be doing is you should create one, like a version to test with text in it, so like with the title of the video or with the message in there or something, so they know before it's even started playing what it's about and whether or not they want to click, and basically whether or not they want to watch. And you should be, is that right, Bua? And you should be testing like with text, without text. And I just want to draw to your attention as well, because Facebook in the last week have come up with a new rule, released a new rule, that now you are allowed text in your images. So before now, you are only allowed 20% maximum text in your images, but now you're actually allowed as much as you want. But Facebook does still recommend that you only do 20% or less. So you can do a lot more things now without actually worrying about being penalised in your ads. But we do still recommend that you stick to the 20% or less, just because the whole point in like your ads and stuff is something visual to catch the eye. Like, don't put too much text or they'll be there like trying to read it, you know, text has got to be small, and so on. Yes, Bua, say hello there. And the last one is, hopefully I'm stayed within my 5 minutes. I forgot to put my timer on this time, I think I'm over. And the last one is to check what placement you put in your video in and adjust it for that. So different sizes and shapes will work for different placements. Instagram doesn't allow the same full screen of stories. It's got to be 4x5 or 5x4, but tall. And stories can be like full screen. So make sure you're actually going in and making them all the right size for the placement that you want them to show on. So I hope that helps. I hope that's been useful, and I'm going to try and get back to doing these every week. The next episode is episode 5, which is the third C, which is copy. So I'll be going over different types of copy you can use. I need to learn from my mistake and not walk and talk because I get really out of breath. Which is copy, different types of copy you can use in your ads, and how you can work with those basically. So I hope it's been good. If you want to be sent the next video or this video, click subscribe, or click the link to the bot, which I'll add in the comments later. And yeah, take care wherever you are, enjoy your Friday, and I will see you very soon.